Welcome back, guys. Today was going to be a good day. I was going to get the exhaust manifold off and port the wastegate port. It's a nice sunny day, so thought I'd do it while it's nice and sunny. Well, I just looked at the engine bay for the first time in a few days after getting the gearbox in and just running it and driving it to work. Well, I just looked at the coolant bottle and this is what I found. Creaminess. I could see the bottle was dirty, so that's what alerted me originally. And I can't see the coolant colour, which is normally like a bright pink. So, as you can see, that's oil basically in the water. Which leads me to think it had gasket, you know, first of all. But the oil is, oily. There's no drop in level in there either. So, suggests that maybe it's not engine oil getting to it. Just check the cap as well. So no other signs of getting to it, or engine oil getting to it anyway. So if it's mixing into there, the water's probably mixing into the engine as well, if it was the engine oil. So my thinking is, it's either the DSG box, the cooler, because there's coolant that goes into the DSG oil cooler, maybe that's leaking, or the turbo. You've got water and oil that goes into the turbo. So that's my current theory. I'm gonna open up the drain valve for the DSG box and see if it comes out milky. If it comes out milky, then it's got to be the oil cooler. So I'll replace that and flush everything through. It's not too much of a drama. But if it was engine oil, I would expect, and it was the turbo, I would expect the engine oil to have water in it as well. So I'd expect the water to have obviously oil in it and obviously the engine as well. So my current theory is DSG oil cooler. So I was going to be changing I was going to get the manifold off and port the wastegate port, but I always seem to get curveballs with this bloody car. So let's investigate that sloppy, creamy mess. So I'm doing here, guys. I'm just taking the drain plug out. I'm going to see if any oil comes out, and if so, what colour. Okay, that's normal DSG colour. So doesn't look like water got in there. So water's not got into the box, which is good news. But how's water getting into the coolant, I wonder? That's the question. So the most of the water is draining clear and pink. Very, very slight hint of oil maybe in the top radiator hose. There, as you can see, that's the top radiator hose. And you can see that white stuff is bits of oil. So don't really know what to do. I'm gonna flush that out, put it all back together and see whether it happens again, I suppose. Not really sure what to do. Look at all that shit coming out of there. All that white stuff's oil. Doesn't look like there's that much of it. But it definitely shouldn't be in the cooler system. So guys, I've basically, let me just turn the engine off. So guys, I basically checked the water coming out of the turbo feed, sort of the return water feed goes into the expansion tank, just in case there's a cracked core on the turbo. That all comes out clean, so I don't think it's the turbo that's cracked. The DSG oil was clean, as you saw, but now I've pumped loads of water through. I've been pumping loads of water and the oil just remains, it's not getting any less. I'm just double checking on here, and there you go, you can see the cream stuff now start to appear on the dipstick, so showing me that water is getting into the oil, and we're starting to get a little bit of creaminess around the top as well. So that's telling me that the coolant is getting into the engine oil somehow, most likely head gasket or cracked head. I don't think it's the turbo, and the only other source it can be really is Don't know. No idea. So I'm going to end this video here, guys, not on a good note, obviously on another bad note. We've just done the gearbox, which was my mistake, but the car was driving fine. I don't know why this has happened, but it looks like we've got to fit a new head gasket. So I'm going to drop this video now so you guys know what's going on, so it doesn't get a few weeks down and things get out of order like I did with the gearbox. So I'll post this video up now. Drop your comments below if you think you might have an idea, a way of perhaps isolating a certain section of the coolant or whatever to narrow down exactly where that leak is. You know, is it in the head? Is it in the gasket? Is it still the turbo? Is there anywhere else on the engine where oil and water can mix if something goes wrong? So drop a comment below, guys, and yeah, see whether we can figure this out. But we just got booked in for stealth racing again from my remap 18th of May. So we still got time now. It's about 5-6 weeks away. So this was unexpected, but things happen when you do these things to cars. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it, all you guys, and thanks very much for watching.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you